The County Commission of Upshur County, West Virginia held their regular meeting at the Courthouse Annex on Thursday, April 10, 2014 at 9 a.m. J.C. Rafferty called the meeting to order. There were present J.C. Rafferty, Commissioner, County Commissioner, Troy Grady, Commissioner, David Pomeroy, County Administrator, and Terry Wallace, Assistant County Administrator, Jacqueline Dinklocker, Secretary. The meeting began with a moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. All motions passed unanimously unless otherwise stated. After reading of the minutes on motion by Donna Kenny, seconded by Troy Grady, the Commission approved the regular meeting minutes of April 3, 2014 as submitted. After discussion on motion by Troy Grady, seconded by Donna Kenny, the Commission approved Nancy Burgess, Carolyn Wilfer, Krista Atkins, and Jefferson Gregory as volunteers for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility. On motion by Donna Kenny, seconded by Troy Grady, the Commission approved Brittany Horvath, full-time employee of the Office of the Upshur County Sheriff, to request donated leave. Joyce Harris Packer, Upshur County Family Resource Network Director and spokesperson for Upshur County Partners in Prevention, reviewed statistics relating to child abuse and sexual and domestic violence and introduced Idris Gooden, RESA 7 representative, Mary Austin, Director of Lewis Upshur Department of Health and Human Resources, and Samantha Dalton, Women's Aid and Crisis representative. Idris Gooden reviewed the Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month April 2014 proclamation, which encourages Upshur County residents support and participation in preventing child abuse. After discussion on motion by Donnie Kenny, seconded by Troy Grady, the Commission approved and authorized the Commission to sign the proclamation designating April as Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month in Upshur County. Mary Austin reviewed the Children's Memorial Flag Day April 2014 proclamation, which memorializes children and teenagers who died violently each year. After discussion on motion by Troy Grady, seconded by Donnie Kenny, the Commission approved and authorized the Commission to sign the proclamation designating April 25, 2014 as Children's Memorial Flag Day in Upshur County. Samantha Dolan reviewed the Sexual Assault Awareness Month proclamation, which promotes awareness of the increasing incidence of sexual violence in Upshur County and nationwide. After discussion on motion by Troy Grady, seconded by Donnie Kenny, the Commission approved and authorized the Commission to sign the proclamation designating April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month in Upshur County. Ms. Harris-Thacker extended an invitation to the Commission to attend the Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention and Awareness Luncheon today at noon at Chapel Hill United Methodist Church. J.C. Rafferty reviewed the following for your information items. Number 1, Building Permit Report, March 2014. 2, Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility Dog Report, March 2014. 3, Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility Cat Report, March 2014. 4, Agendas and/or notice of meetings as listed. 5, meeting minutes and/or financial reports as listed. 6, meetings as listed. 7, appointments needed or upcoming as listed. The Commission recessed at 9:35 a.m. The Commission reconvened at 9:45 a.m. Ron Fowler, Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 36 representative, appeared before the Commission to accept the West Virginia Development Office Community Participation Grant Award in the amount of $8,000 presented by Bill Hamilton, Delegate, West Virginia House of Delegates. Mr. Fowler expressed appreciation to the Upshur County Commission and staff and Mr. Hamilton for their assistance in obtaining grant funding. Mr. Fowler also expressed appreciation to community volunteers for assisting in building repairs and upgrades. Delegate Hamilton spoke about the legislative process of grant awards and expressed appreciation for the continuing support of the Upshur County Commission. At 10 a.m., the Commission opened bids for the WV-SIRN handheld portable radios for the Office of Emergency Management. 2 bids were received by his radio service in the amount of $775.35 per unit and Electronic Communications of West Virginia in the amount of $914.98 per unit. James Ferry, OEM Director, and Dirk Burnside, Telecommunications Advisor, reviewed the bids with the Commission to make sure all specifications were met. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Grady, the Commission approved Pfizer's radio submission as the low bid. Megan Pomeroy was requested to follow up with contract preparation. Jim Ferry advised that grant funds awarded by the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management Submarine Award in the amount of $45,000, as was discussed at the March 27, 2014 Commission meeting, will be used for the purchase of the radios and expressed appreciation of Mr. Pfizer's low bid, which will allow for the purchase of 8 extra radios. The Commission recessed at 10:15 a.m. to attend flag raising activities in honor of the Children's Memorial Flag Day in the Courthouse Plaza area. The Commission reconvened at 10:35 a.m. The Commission approved all invoices for payment. The Commission approved all vacation orders. The Commission approved the following settlements as listed. The Commission approved the following exonerations and/or refunds as listed. The Commission approved the following time out of office for Commission employees as listed. The Commission approved the following request to attend the meeting as listed. The Commission recessed at 11 a.m. The Commission attended the Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention and Awareness Luncheon. The Commission attended the meeting of the Upshur County Department of Supervisors at 1 p.m. No, the policy board did not meet. The Commission reconvened at 2:25 p.m. Addressing the mapping coordinator, Terry Giordano, appeared before the Commission and reviewed road name requests. After discussion on motion by Troy Grady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the Commission approved the following road names: Rocky Sage Road, on motion motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Grady. The Commission approved Lindale Lane and Elmer Farm Road. Ms. Bennett reviewed a road name request from Upshur County resident Craig Messenger. Mr. Messenger's private driveway has only one structure and does not need to be named for E911 addressing mapping ordinance requirements. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Grady, the Commission approved Leaf Harmony Lane per Mr. Messenger's request. With no further business on motion by Troy Grady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the Commission meeting adjourned at 10:40 p.m.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as read? If not, I would request a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved. Second.
Is all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Our next appointment is at 10 o'clock, where we will open and review the E911 radio and console bids. So we'll go down to the items for discussion, action, or approval. The first item is approval of safe structures and sites letters requiring action. And these would be for properties listed to, according to records, owned by Eric Loudon, Philip Lance, John R. Simmons, and Rita Simmons, Trent A. Davidson, Travis S. Davidson, Leonard E. Tenney, Laura L. Tenney, and Danny L. Heater, and Shirley A. Heater. The letters that we're sending out follow a series of extra or additional or previous communications sent by the Safe Sites and Structures Board to the owners of these properties, advising them that they need to take corrective action relative to the health and safety hazards located on those properties. Initially, there were 11 properties, if I'm not mistaken, Ms. Wallace, and that 5 of those properties have been mitigated by correction, and these 6 have had no attempt, at least that we're aware of, to correct the hazards to the public that exist there. Do I have a motion to approve the signature of the letters to these homeowners or property owners by each of the commission members?
So moved. Second.
Having been moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have a request for approval of an order to remove Roger Everett as executor from the estate of Mary Louise Strader. This request comes from Dea Masada Wright, who is fiduciary commissioner for Upshur County. And as again, the order for removal of Roger Everett as executor and instructs Mr. Everett to turn over all documentation regarding the estate of Mary Louise Strader to the sheriff's office within 10 days of this approval, if we give the approval. And that the sheriff of Upshur County is hereby appointed as executor to the estate of Ms. Strader. And that the clerk of Upshur County is to send a copy of this order to all parties of interest. Do I have a motion to approve the authorization to remove Roger Everett as executor for the estate of Mary Louise Strader?
So moved. Second.
Is there okay, all in favor? Actually, having a motion and seconded, is there a vote in favor? I'll say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Next, we have a fair housing resolution submitted to Upshur County by the Department, I think, HUD, Department of Housing and Development. Ms. Wallace, would you please read this proclamation or public notice, which will also be posted for public examination, I believe, with the commission.
Whereas the Upshur County Commission desires to give meaning to the guarantees of equal rights contained in the Constitution and laws of the state and the United States, and to encourage and bring about mutual self-respect and understanding among all citizens and groups in Upshur County. And whereas under the Federal Fair Housing Law, Title VIII of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, it is illegal to deny housing to any person because of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. And whereas under the West Virginia State Fair Housing Law, Title 49-305, MCA, it is illegal to deny housing to any person because of race, sex, religion, color, age, physical or mental handicap, or national origin. Therefore, be resolved, the Upshur County Commission, West Virginia, makes a firm commitment to do all within its power to eliminate prejudice, intolerance, disorder, and discrimination in housing. Therefore, be it also resolved that a fair housing law poster, which has the Equal Housing Opportunity logo, will be displayed in the Upshur County Courthouse. Therefore, be it also resolved that the following procedures will be used to accomplish the purpose of the aforementioned resolution. 1, the Upshur County Commission shall inform all county employees of the county's commitment to fair housing. 2, the Upshur County Commission will post this resolution in the county buildings and other public places and publicize it. 3, the Upshur County Commission shall direct all employees to forward immediately to the mayor any reports they receive of housing discrimination. 4, the president of the commission shall forward such complaints to the West Virginia Human Rights Commission, 1321 Plaza East, Room 108A, Charleston, West Virginia, 25301, 1400, within 10 days of receipt of said complaint. Now therefore, it be also resolved that the Upshur County Commission does hereby proclaim April 2014 as Fair Housing Month.
Thank you, Carrie. Is there a motion to approve the resolution as read?
So moved. Second.
Having been moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, next we have correspondence from Judge Kurt W. Hall requesting a telephone in the courtroom. And it is a request on a letter dated April 15th of this year, indicating that numerous times it is pertinent for persons to appear by telephone in court proceedings. He therefore has requested a telephone be installed at the bench, I presume, for use by himself or others. This request has been made to the carrier who covers our telephone service, Lumos. And I don't know that we have to pass any motion on this, but just request that the county administrator or assistant administrator communicate with Lumos to follow up on Judge Hall's request, if you would please.
And I think the main reason for that, after talking to Kurt Hall, when the attorneys approach the bench, the jury can hear what the attorneys are saying. by use of the phone would eliminate that, so there wouldn't be any possibility of whatever the attorneys making motions to the judge that the jury has a chance to hear that.
Wouldn't impact or affect their decision-making.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Next, we have Stockton Youth Center Pool Pass correspondence by email dated 4/16/24. April Small, Camp Director of Stockton Youth Center, has requested that the Upshur County Commission authorize the pool passes to be sold for a season pass of $40 for a child or $3 for a daily pass, which we've done in the past with Stockton Youth. And I would ask if there's a motion to approve what we have done in the past with the distribution of passes or authorization of passes for Stockton Youth.
So moved.
Second.
Having been moved and seconded, is all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Okay, moving down for your information items. We have a regional jail bill for March of $45,982.25. And that is slightly lower. If we look at the past, that is slightly lower. We are at least continuing a trend so far established this year for the most part, that prices are going down for the regional jail. That's a good sign. Hopefully that will continue to the rest of the year. We have a sheriff's financial statement, which can be reviewed. We have a community corrections donation to Lewis County Animal Control Facility. And that relates to a email received on April 4th of this year from Micah Harris, Program Director of the Lewis Upshur Community Corrections. I guess it is now, well, still Braxton, but it will be just Lewis Upshur after July 1st, in which the staff of that organization took over 1,100 pounds of dog food, 160 pounds of cat food, and around 800 pounds of cat litter to the animal facility, and also donated food bowls, flea and tick medicine, bones, treats for the dogs, toys and leashes, and all of these items were collected from our clients as a community service project. So that's something that is very beneficial to the animal shelter and those cats and dogs that are there. And the clients, of course, of that community corrections program are those who have been assigned to that program to do community service, and this certainly is community service. And with that amount of having 2 dogs and 3 cats myself, I can tell you that 1,100 pounds of dog food, 160 pounds of cat food, and litter is a benefit to the county in terms of its budget, which we've discussed here a number of times in recent past. We have correspondence from U.S. Senator Joseph Manchin III regarding HR, that's House Resolution 3370, Homeowners Flood Insurance Affordability Act, in which Senator Manchin advises that there was bipartisan legislation on March 13th, which provided homeowners relief from increasing flood insurance costs, which were unintentionally caused by the Bigger Waters Act, which bill was passed by both houses of Congress earlier and was signed into law March 21st, 2014, and indicated that it was unintentionally caused by this act would indicate to me that it's another example of people passing a bill without reading what's in the bill. And I wonder how often that occurs. In any event, the benefit of that corrected legislation will lower the flood insurance rates for all citizens who are impacted by that. We have correspondence also from the Upshur County Public Library asking, of course, their intention is to pave and add additional parking to that facility. And there is a building on the old Phillips property, which the county currently owns, which houses a beauty salon. And they have requested that in order to facilitate the potential laying of this parking area, that to maximize the use of the Phillips land and to eliminate the possibility of having utility lines under the new parking lot pavement, that the building should be moved back on the property that is away from the direction of Route 20, and all the current utility lines replaced with new lines directly connected to utility facilities. Commissioner Tenney had recommended in previous discussions with the library board that the possibility would exist that the rents which we currently receive, the amount of $450, be given to the library board for their use in supporting the library. However, as also contained in this communication, though the offer was appreciated, they recognized that it would be necessary for the library board and employees to address building maintenance, repairs, parking issues, and to interact with the tenants, and therefore the staff at the library is simply not equipped to deal with these issues, and it is uncertain that it could operate the property at a profit. So they have allowed the money to come to the county as a means of offsetting our expenses. Is there any comment additional on that, Mr. Tenney?
Well, the only thing is their recommendation as far as moving the building would be if the county commission wants to continue to receive
Correct.
that funding, keep it rented. They're suggesting moving it back to the back end of the property. And of course, we discussed what would have to be done. The utilities would have to be moved because they're connected to the house. It goes from the house to the beauty shop. So they would have to be moved. Although we're going to be moving the electric and probably the water to the garage that's going to stay there so that it can be utilized by our maintenance people, which is a nice heated shop. So just being there around the lines from there to the beauty shop. But so I guess at this point it's going to be a decision for the commission to make as to whether we want to continue to receive that $450 a month in rent, and to offset that, then we would need to change the utility. So I guess that's a decision. Although the other part of that equation is that we had asked the library to set a timetable on their completion of the parking lot, so we would know how soon that building, if we decide not to continue, then we need to give the lady a notice. So I didn't see any correspondence where they had discussed that.
We have not at this point.
Yeah.
I think the issue with the budget will impact on them.
So I mean, if they're not going to do anything for a while, we could just leave it the way it is. We could continue to receive the $450 because we're paying for the property anyway, and that just basically helps offset that cost.
That can be a matter for discussion at the next library board meeting next month.
Right.
So, thank you. There also are, our correspondence from our agendas and notice of meetings is listed, and meeting minutes is listed, as well as appointments needed or upcoming. Are there any additional comments? Buddy, do you have any comments?
No, sir.
That being the case, our next appointment is 10 o'clock, when we'll have again the bid openings for the E911 radio and console. And so therefore, unless there's other issues, I would move that we go into recess. Or do you have a question?
Would you mind if I made a public announcement regarding city parks? As you gentlemen are all aware, the minutes of the meeting of the Upshur County Parks and Recreation Advisory Board were last Monday. We are now revisiting our wellness complex property out there again. It happens every year. About this time, all of the organizations realize that, of course, we're in need of space and we're in need of places for outdoor recreation. And of course, the county's property out there is ideal for a lot of the sports that we're talking about. What I would like to do is go ahead and make an announcement that we're going to have an organizational meeting on May 12th here. That's the scheduled park board meeting. We'd like to have leaders of all the organizations that are interested in needing space out at the property, or needing, in particular, soccer, football, baseball, whatever, softball. We'd like to have them come together again. We've done this a couple times before with the organization to determine how it is we can fund or find ways to fund that property out there to continue for outdoor recreation. I'm afraid that this may be our last chance of doing that. I know that it's been sitting idle now for 2 years. We use it, there's practice going on it, but it's not being utilized in the proper ways that it really should be used for our community. So we're asking that all concerned citizens, all group and leaders of their organizations, please come on May 12th, and we'll have a discussion on it. Let's see if we can spearhead another community-wide program or way to get that property up and running for outdoor recreation. So I thank you for your time for allowing me to make that announcement.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Time and location?
It'll be here in the County Commission office or the meeting room at 6 p.m. on May 12th. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. There being no further business at this time, I will move that we go into recess, pending the 10 o'clock bid opening. So I have a motion to recess. Any motion?
You just think you have that authority?
Boy, I have power. Okay.
Power.
Going to recess, adjourn until 10 o'clock.